Joining me now, former Homeland Security Advisor Charles Marino. Charles, just first want to get your reaction to that soundbite and what we heard from the White House today. Your take on how this meeting went?
Yeah, I think it's broad strokes. I think it's covering a lot of topics. And I think just one of those many topics is going to be immigration, which is why I don't think anything is going to get resolved between the two leaders. This was Joe Biden's approach to Mexico, unlike President Trump, who was singular in his focus regarding a potential migrant crisis and heading that off and focusing on a secure border and immigration. Joe Biden has decided to widen that aperture and address everything: foreign policy, trade, economics, inflation. And I think lost in the mix, unfortunately, is going to be one of the most urgent situations, and that's the immigration problem that we have.
I think that's a great take. You're right. I think bringing all of those massive topics and problems into it sort of waters it down in a limited time that they had together. I just want to put this full screen up. We've got a full screen of the numbers. U.S. Southwest border encounters with respect to the immigration problem, as you state. And you can see from the fiscal year of 2020 to fiscal year 2021 and 2022, you've got these encounters almost quadrupling. I mean, that gives you a sense of the scale here for anybody at home who doesn't necessarily understand what's happening down at the border because of the lax policies of this administration.
Yeah, and you and I have discussed it previously. This is the largest humanitarian and national security disaster, in my opinion, that we've encountered in the United States since September 11th. And so, this is not good for our national security. It's not good for the regional partners because we're the root cause. Joe Biden is the root cause of this crisis.
Yeah,
so
and it's not, Charles, it's not just a humanitarian crisis. It's not just people getting sick, dying, the exploitation of children coming across the border as well. But a huge, massive problem also is this fentanyl that's coming over the border. Yeah. We've got a picture here I want to show you. It's almost rainbow-colored, cotton candy-like looking fentanyl. They're making the candy, they're making the drug look almost like candy. And you think about children, you think about people who are ingesting fentanyl and dying in their bedrooms. Their parents are finding them later. And you see a photograph like this and say to yourself, I mean, what's going on here? Kamala Harris, the border czar, President Biden, what are you doing about this?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely wide open. And this is where we're seeing the foreign influence on Mexico. We're seeing it from Russia. As you know, Mexico is against our involvement and support of Ukraine. We're seeing it from China via the fentanyl. The cartels are running Mexico. The law and order institutions in that country have been corrupted for decades now. The military has been placed in charge of most law enforcement operations, and they've also been corrupted. So the president of Mexico doesn't have the appetite to challenge this problem, and he doesn't have the capability. But at the end of the day, why would he jump in the middle of this when Joe Biden, again, is the root cause, and we have an open border policy for everybody? It makes no sense for him politically to get in the way of this.
When you look at the human trafficking and the drug smuggling alone, they are making billions of dollars off of the backs of Americans. And it's immigration is important, but legal immigration in this country. Charles, always good to see you. We're out of time. Thank you.